Yes guys, what's going on? Hashtag Sure here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. And here today, ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves the return of a video we've done previously this year. We're going to be looking at the top 5 overpowered players in each position. Now, I did this at the start of the game, guys, but I thought, you know what? Let's revisit it and go through it absolutely all again. Because we've obviously had so many promos come out, so many absolutely fantastic, unbelievable, wonderful, brilliant cards. I almost said fantastic again then. But yeah, I thought it'd be good to sort of go through them all and show you guys who I believe to be the best sort of meta players. So yeah, thought we'd just go through it all. Thanks for explaining all that, Alex. If you guys do enjoy the video, drop a like and also subscribe to the channel. This is going to be the Defenders episode, and then we'll have a Midfielders episode coming out and also an Attackers episode coming out as well. So it's just all wonderful and fantastic. But without further ado, boys, let's jump straight into it and get into the keepers first off. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and into the keepers. Now, the Defenders episode is going to take us a tiny bit longer because we have slightly few more players to go through, right? However, the keepers, boys, we're going to go through very, very quickly here. Right, so one thing that obviously makes a player meta, makes them overpowered in the game, is not only how good they are in-game, but also who they can link to as well. And that's something I will reiterate throughout the entirety of these sort of few videos. And yeah, the 5 keepers here, I mean, I could click on them individually, but we all know, boys, they're all extremely tall, you know, with absolutely amazing stats. Obviously, the other positions players will go through them properly. But with keepers, they're just very, very inconsistent, to be honest. That's just the absolute reality of it. So what I would say is, if you can pick one keeper to have, I would say have Van der Sar. He's still inconsistent, but I use him in my pro team, and he seems to be good enough, boys. You know what I mean? He's the keeper I've had most success with. 6'6", it just seems to be the taller you make a keeper, the better. Obviously, Donnarumma, great links into Marquinhos, into Kimpembe, that type of stuff. Obviously, he's very easy to link into teams, that type of thing. To Stegen, again, you know, you can link him to that new PK that's come out. If you've done that SBC, obviously Militao, who'll get a weak link to as well, that type of thing. Courtois, similarly, will link to them types of players, get a strong link into Militao. And then also, Kasper Schmeichel is the other, like, sort of icon keeper I'd put in there as well. That makes up the keepers, boys. There's not too much to say about them, to be honest. Just, I would look at trying to get one of these 5 keepers in your team if you haven't already, just because they obviously work very well for links. But like I said, every other position matters a lot more. These keepers, you know, they're just like, you know, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, onto the left backs. Right, guys, and into the left backs here, and we have got ourselves an extremely familiar face. Now, Mendy's sort of the cheat one that I've gone with in the left backs, simply because, one, it's very weird that we've not had a special card from Mendy yet. Very, very strange. But yeah, he obviously links extremely well into teams, boys, and we obviously see Mendy time and time again. I would try and advise you with these other left backs that I'm about to show to try and get one of these into your team, but obviously if you can't, Mendy's the guy that you can sort of fall back on if you're going to improve your team in other areas. Mendy's that overpowered guy, the 5-star weak foot, boys, the 4-star skills, and obviously still some absolutely great stats. Ignore all the minus 25, by the way, because that's going to happen all video long because of the way I've got these players in the concept squads. That'll be Mendy, boys. And moving on to a slightly more expensive Frenchman, we have got ourselves Theo Hernandez, a man who has been in my pro team for a long, long time, as you guys can see there. 417 games played. 6 foot though, 95 pace. Obviously great, well-rounded card as a left back, and that's obviously what we're absolutely looking for in a fullback. We're looking, boys, for them to be able to get forward a little bit as well, etc. And Hernandez just has a very well-rounded card. Could probably do with an upgrade or 2 more, especially with the way that the game is going to develop over the next few weeks and more meta cards. But yeah, Theo Hernandez, fantastic card. Get some great links into like Tomori, obviously the other Serie A defenders, and again being French is just absolutely wonderful and fantastic. Next up, boys, we have got ourselves Cornet. It is Cornet, right? Like, you know, like a ice cream corn. Okay. But a very, very good card nonetheless, guys. Came out in the Rule Breakers promo. Obviously, being a Premier League left back, you're going to get some great links, etc. That type of thing. 92 pace, 82 dribbling, 82 defending, 85 physical. Not too much to say about him, but a couple of things that are fantastic. 99 stamina. 91 agility are just great, and obviously the pace is absolutely fantastic there. So if you're looking for a Premier League left back, a cheapish one, I'm pretty sure he's below 100k. This is the man for you. And next up, boys, we have got ourselves Alphonso Davies, the absolute king of a man. Again, the Rule Breakers card. Now, very weird seeing a Davies with only 91 pace, but he's got such a well-rounded card. And some of you guys will probably have seen he's just had a SBC card, Player of the Month, come out recently, so that could obviously be something you guys could consider doing. It's obviously quite expensive for a fullback for Davies. However, he is just a fantastic card and gets some absolutely amazing links, you know, all of Bundesliga, like, you know, Goretzka, that type of stuff. That new Schule, I think I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, guys, while I remember to say this, one thing I want to make really, really clear throughout this entire video, and I'll probably try and mention it again a couple of times, is that I am not including any SBC cards. I don't like it that someone could look back at this and see the best centre mids and be like, oh, I can't even get that player. Do you know what I mean? We always want to be able to attain the players, boys, if that makes sense. And to finish off the left backs, fellas, we have got ourselves the new, brand new Winter Wildcards Spinazzola. Okay, right. That didn't happen. 5-star skills, 4-star weak foot. Seriously, can't ride home about that enough. That is absolutely unbelievable. Along with 90 stamina, and just the pace is absolutely, it's just bloody blistering, boys, to be honest. Fantastic stuff. Really great agility as well. Good defensive stats, and obviously gets great links in this Serie A as well. Probably one of the best left backs on the game, and especially because he's not crazily expensive as well. So just really nice to see EA bringing out a left back that has 5-star skill moves. Obviously he's left wing back, but you just convert him. Let's now move on to the centre backs, where we're going to be looking at 10 players instead of 5, because it's technically 2 positions on the pitch, if that makes sense. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of centre backs to go through here. First up, we've got ourselves Rule Breakers Klosterman. Really nice, consistent card. And one thing you're going to see that's very similar with these centre backs, boys, I'm pretty sure every single one of them has over 80 pace. But yeah, one thing I'll say before quickly sort of scanning through these centre backs is, I'd just like to think you guys have got some sort of combination of these 2 centre-backs. Even if you've not got their special card, not with someone like Klosterman, but more like someone with Marquinhos, who will obviously be coming up later on. I understand the normal card, but yeah, we're looking to have definitely some sort of combination, your guys' teams, of like 2 of these 10 centre-backs, if that makes sense. But anyway, great card, Klosterman, 93 stamina, 86 strength, great pace, great defending, great physical. We love to see that. Next up, Joe Gomez, the brand new versus Ice card. One of the strangest ones, by the way. I've seen a funny pie face clip about it, but yeah, just why on earth did they make his card so similar to the other one? I'm pretty sure it only has -2 defending and +2 physical on the other one. So very bizarre, but he's an absolutely fantastic card. Probably will be using him in my E-Premier League team quite soon. Very, very good defender. I would advise using the Ice one over the other one, just because I think the defending upgrade is more important than the physical upgrade. I'm not sure what's going on with my hands. But Joe Gomez, obviously fantastic links into, you know, loads of players in the Premier League, that type of thing. Now, Kimpembe is one of the cheaper ones I've gone with, boys, just because we can obviously link him into Marquinhos and, you know, into Donnarumma, a right back that we'll certainly be looking at later in the video. And if you guys obviously can't afford, like, really high, expensive centre-backs that are, you know, above 100k, 200k, Kimpembe's the man for you to slot in your team, and he'll do you a job absolutely fantastically well, as I'm sure you guys are all very aware in Weekend League. And next up, guys, we've got another player from the Ligue 1, Thiago Jallo, I'm pretty sure is the way of pronouncing it. And a really great card, 6'3", medium-high work rates, 87 pace on a centre-back, 87 pace, bloody hell, boys, it's absolutely flying. And yeah, really, really great card, and he's 2 years younger than me as well, so that's obviously great to know. I'm just aging brilliantly. And obviously he gets a perfect link into the fantastic Renato Sanchez. Next up, we've got Rudiger, another guy who could potentially be in my E-Prem team. Really great card. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen him. He's been out for a few weeks. 84 pace, 87 defending, 81 physical, 6'3", medium-high work rates. What more can you ask for on a centre-back, boys? Eder Militao, the next up, boys. But yeah, 85 pace, 85 defending, 84 physical. Obviously gets the amazing links into the other players, being Brazilian, and obviously in La Liga Santander. Next up, we've got Niakate, another man who's come out in the Winter Wildcards, and he looks really great, guys. One thing that's obviously quite important with centre-backs as well, if you can get passing and a bit of dribbling on a centre-back, along with, you know, the really 3 important pace, defending, physical, we can't complain. We can only be happy, boys. And this card's just great. 83 pace, 85 defending, 87 physical. And look at them passing stats, boys. 96 short passing, 90 long passing on a centre-back. Cannot be underrated. And obviously, great league, Bundesliga, and being French as well. I am very well aware, boys, that this video is quite repetitive, but I'm just trying to show you all the best meta centre-backs, and basically, just make sure you have some combination of these players in your defence. Because I promise you'll see some improvements in FUT champs and division rivals. There was no need for any Scottish there. Koundé, next up, boys. 5'11", high work rates. Interesting that is, but we've got the versus Ice card here instead of the Fire one. 84 pace, 87 defending, 85 physical. Again, another French man. He's also in the Liga Santander. Gets amazing links. Quite expensive, to be fair, but another great card. And next up, guys, we've got Cordoba, a man that I've been using in my pro team for quite some time now. 146 games, and he is absolutely fantastic, boys. I know 5'8" is the only issue with him that makes him a bit annoying in terms of, you know, he can get maybe beaten in the air sometimes, etc. However, the low-high work rates is great on a centre-back. That's literally exactly what we're looking for. And he really does sweep up. Like, you can really feel that 90 defending in game. I really reckon you guys should try and get him in your team if you can afford him. Get some Serie A links as well, so he's not too difficult to link into teams. And to finish off, ladies and gents, we've got who I believe to be the best centre-back in the game, boys. Marquinhos. 6 foot, medium-high work rates, and he is just an absolute joke in game, guys. He really is wonderful and fantastic card. Look at those defending stats, boys. It's just, you know, 90, 90, 91, 91, 91. I can read, apparently. You see him in literally every pro team, guys. I can't literally rave about Marquinhos enough. If there's any centre-back I'm going to advise you guys to get, it's Marquinhos out of all of these. But, like I said, right at the beginning of this clip, just any combination of these two centre-backs and you guys will absolutely be flying in-game, no worries. So that'll finish off the centre-backs, boys. To finish off the video, let's jump into the right-backs and see who's chilling there. And finally, to finish off the defenders episode, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the right back straight in with rule breakers Trent Alexander-Arnold. Not the most unbelievable card ever, but 90 pace on the right back is always really consistent. You can't complain about it. And then some great stats across the board. His passing definitely deserves to be higher, but obviously we all know the rule breakers is what lowered his passing. So just be quiet, Alex. What are you on about? Along with 83 defending and 84 dribbling. Great card with 90 stamina. That's absolutely fantastic. Next up, we've got the brand new Nelson Semedo. Now, Semedo always used to be that meta right back. I'm pretty sure back in FIFA 20, I want to say, he had really good pace. Obviously, he's had a horribly bad downgrade of pace this year, but we've got a special card of him, and he's back to absolutely fantastic stuff. Amazing agility on a right back, which you can never underrate, guys. Along with great stamina. Look at his physical as well, like 91 jumping, 91 aggression. That's great. 90 pace is really good. And look at the defending stats even, boys, as well. 88 standing tackle. I think I'm going to have to give this man a try because he looks absolutely great. Who have we got next? We've got the man, Atal. Used him quite a lot. A lot of them games are as a super sub, boys, so don't really look into them stats. But yeah, obviously the 4-star skill moves and the 5-star weak for are absolutely fantastic on Atal. And you can really feel his, like, agility in game, his balance. Like, his stats are just absolutely amazing. Obviously, being in Liga, and he's not the greatest of nations in terms of linking. But, you know, you can link into a Renato Sanchez, link into a Marquinhos. And he's in there in your team on 10 chemistry. Absolutely no problem. Two more right backs to finish off. We've got, firstly, the man Mbabu. 6 foot, another Mbabu special card. Jesus Christ. Can this man just go and piss off? Versus Fire Mbabu, 91 pace, 84 defending, 84 physical. A really consistent card, boys. And we all know how, like, overpowered Mbabu is in game. Especially being 6 foot, like, you can just really feel his, like, physical in game when they're 6 foot and above on a fullback, if that makes sense. Obviously on a centre back as well. Anyway, I'm chatting absolute breeze. The 96 stamina is absolutely great. And then just quite a consistent card across the board. Not the greatest of passing, of course, but for the price you get him for, boys, he's an absolutely solid right back. And to finish it off, we've got the best right back in the game by an absolute mile, in my opinion. Hakimi, one to watch. This man, boys, is just, even his normal card, guys, just get him in your team. He's just the man. He's so good. I talk about this quite a lot, guys, but he really is one of them players who just plays above his stats, like, massively. Reminds me of me back in the day. Okay, not funny. 96 pace is absolutely class on the guy, along with 87 agility. The 92 stamina is very noticeable in game. You never got to take Hakimi off, that type of thing. And he'd also be a great super sub for centre midfield if you guys thought about doing that. But if you're going to pick any right back, I can't advise Hakimi enough. I'm sure you guys already know that, but the one to watch Hakimi, tip top. Okay. Right, I think that's when we know it's time to wrap this one up. But there'll be the right backs, guys. Trent, Semedo, Atal, and Mbabu, and Hakimi. And yeah, looking at all these players in all these positions, just make sure that your defense is formed of some sort of all these players I've shown in this video. Because that's where you guys will start seeing the success and some wins going up in FUT Champs with these overpowered and meta defenders. But that'll be it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll have the midfielders and attackers episodes coming out very soon, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled for that to look for the best meta and overpowered midfielders and attackers. But thank you very much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you guys all on the next one.